In a quaint, forgotten corner of a quiet town lay an antique shop known as Eternal Echoes. The shopkeeper, Mrs. Randolph, had a unique collection of artifacts, each with its own history. However, none were as peculiar or as feared as Annabelle, the hunted doll. Annabelle was no ordinary doll. She was an old, porcelain figurine with vacant, chilling eyes and a cracked smile. It was rumored that the doll had once belonged to a young girl named Elsie who vanished mysteriously a century ago. Many believed Annabelle was haunted, a theory bolstered by a long string of strange incidents. One evening, an aspiring artist named Michael wandered into Mrs. Randolph's shop, fascinated by the doll's eerie allure. Despite Mrs. Randolph's stern warnings, Michael purchased Annabelle, believing she would be a perfect muse for his next project. Once he brought Annabelle home, strange things began to happen. Unfinished sketches would change overnight, with Annabelle's eyes appearing in unexpected places, staring at Michael. Objects in his apartment moved on their own. Sleep eluded him as whispers filled the dark corners of his bedroom. Driven to his wits' end, Michael sought help from Carla, a local historian who had a keen interest in the supernatural. Carla was intrigued and decided to conduct a series of seances to communicate with whatever spirit inhabited the doll. Using an old spirit board, they reached out. To their horror, it wasn't Elsie they contacted, but something far more sinister. The spirit revealed itself as Thalia, a malevolent entity seeking revenge on the living. Thalia had manipulated the events leading to Elsie's disappearance and trapped the child's spirit within the doll. The seances only made Thalia stronger. The room filled with a menacing energy, lights flickering, papers flying. Carla screamed as she realized Thalia intended to use Annabelle as a vessel to cross into the living world. In a desperate bid, Michael grabbed Annabelle and dashed outside to a nearby river. Remembering an old legend that running water could thwart malevolent spirits, he threw the doll into the icy currents. The water roared as Thalia's shrieks filled the air. The tension broke, and a profound silence followed. Exhausted, Michael returned home, only to find that Annabelle had returned, dry and untouched. He knew then that mere water couldn't rid him of her. He needed to find a way to break the enchantment and free Elsie for good. But for now, Annabelle remained, her eyes ever watchful, waiting for her next move.